This is our outdoor classroom project. It's been in the works for a very long time. We're building an outdoor classroom at West Atlanta Watershed Alliance, which is a nonprofit organization focused on environmental stewardship, education, and justice.
I think one thing that we can really think about is what does it mean for universities of higher education to really be partners to community-based leaders and community-based organizations. How do we really use this not just for WAWA staff to do cool programming on site, but how do we really use it to advance the vision and the multiple visions that were the genesis of this project?
I believe sustainability is the only way forward for all of us. We can't keep destroying the environment and hoping that it provides what we need to sustain our lives.
We had thought about this for quite some time. How could we create basically the concept of the Candida building and kind of at a different scale? Kind of what would it look like to exist in a community?
And a lot of it was about some of the efforts that WAWA has been doing for years, which is to ground science, and especially environmental science, in Black history.
Because many of us are scientists and educators, we really wanted to figure out, how do we make the work that we do seem so much more accessible?
I was interested in this project because it's something that you can really do with your hands and contribute to the community.
The outdoor classroom began as an idea to apply the technologies of Candida to the mission of the West Atlanta Watershed Alliance. The Living Building Challenge drove Candida to use healthy materials, practice reuse, and encourage equitable work in construction.
The baseline tenet of Afrofuturism, the idea that the past inspires our future, is something that, in essence, seems so simple, but it's something we so often forget about.
A lot of times, we exist in bubbles, places where we are, even in the Black community, very privileged. And so oftentimes, as we sometimes we call it code switching, as we try to navigate, how we show up, in our home community, as well as at tables where, our home community is oftentimes not at the table.
And what does it mean, too, to have people in the Bush Mountain community, especially kids in this case, be able to think of themselves in the future as scientists or engineers, and be able to think about Georgia Tech as a place that is for them, not just a place that's 10 minutes away, but that maybe they shouldn't go to, or that they just couldn't aspire to go to because they don't know people who are there, or that doesn't feel like a place that's accessible to them.